That's what people aren't getting. This family isn't getting. I don't just pull from today. I don't just pull from yesterday. I pull from the last 36 years of my life. And it's not just one example. It's not just one topic. It is multiple topics across the last 36 years. It's true multiphasic thinking with multiphasic problems. Problems that when you actually connect the dots, they're all related. Connect the dots, they are all related. And everyone doesn't want to believe it's related when it is. But this is just one example of many. Which is the exact example you're looking for, but you don't accept. How can I give you the correct example when I give you the example you're looking for and you choose to refuse that it's the example you want? You don't know why I'm frustrated, because I tell you exactly what you want and you don't hear it because you're looking for a different reason. But that's the problem. You look at it as a vague answer when it's not. That's a single-mindedness focus that's telling you it's vague when it's not. And that's the problem. Everyone is so focused on it's gotta be one specific thing and not realizing that everything is connected. What I would want, truth be honest, every single one of this family go to family therapy at the exact same time in the exact same room. But the problem is, I'm not going to ask that, nor do I want that, because that is massive coordination, and that is something everyone just clearly cannot do. And I recognize that, but that's what it would take. Just like the whole situation between me and that girl Jaden. Just a simple goddamn sit down could resolve a whole bunch of problems in that whole damn situation. But the thing is, everyone's so involved saying it's not a good idea. But it is, and it fixes things. Which is technically the Christian like thing to do. And even though I know it would take this entire family going to family therapy for this, I just would never ask that of any of you. because then it's too much coordination, and not everybody is going to want to do it. So I'm not going to ask that. That's the starting point that would need to happen. But it's a starting point that can't happen. The problem you don't understand, or maybe you do, but you're refusing to ignore. When it comes to this type of autism, it's not just a one time you learn and you're done. You have to grow with the autistic person. You got to change and adapt with the autistic person, just like they change and adapt with you. It's a lifelong process. Not just for one person, but every person that he's involved with. Friends, family, or otherwise. That means every single one of us, technically, to make everything more optimized and efficient, is sit down together in group family therapy. It's the only way things will get better. But I know it can't happen. Having singular therapies isn't working. It'd be a lot more helpful for an autistic person than you might think, trust me. Being at the Crossing Agape class is kind of its own therapy session. And they do it in a group setting. So yes, it can be done. Because you know why? Believe it or not, the leaders of the group are therapists. Yes, I get that. But you have to understand, these aren't just therapists. These are people who go to church that is part of a group that is for disabled people. Not just a leader of one disabled group, but 3 agape classes for all ages involving disabilities. Not just autism, not just other mental disabilities, but also physical. It may not be for therapy in general, but because they deal with so many different disabilities, because they are therapists in their real lives, it kind of is therapy while having Bible study. So yes, it can be done. The problem is, I know it can be done. I live it every time I go to the crossing that it can be done. But it's everyone else that thinks that it's impossible when it's not. And the why? And why it's not is because you don't think it's necessary or you don't think it's going to help, which is your negativity talking, not the actual facts. And the actual facts is it can be done, but you got to be willing to do it. And clearly, nobody in this damn world is willing to do it unless you go to a group like that. It's no different than Alcoholics Anonymous group. It's no different than any other group out there that does a group therapy thing. They exist. It can be done. But people convince themselves that they don't got the time for it. So they're unwilling to set aside the time to do so. And that's what makes it impossible. Not that it can't be done, but the fact that you guys and everyone seems to think that it can't be done because you got too much to do. So you don't think it will help. If that's the case, then why are people going to groups for group therapy for like Alcoholics Anonymous or Drugs Anonymous or other things like that? Because they want to do so. So they set aside a time to do so. But when it comes to me and autism, nobody is willing to do what it takes and is needed. And the fact that I recognize this, and recognize that there are groups and it can be done. But it's the people around me that refuse to do what's necessary to help the right way. That isn't somebody that doesn't know themselves. That is somebody that is damn highly intelligent, that damn knows himself very well and knows everyone else around him. And you're right, logically, it is the logical problem. But the problem is, that's the problem. Nobody, my family included, is willing to do what it takes. They want to find a simple solution with a simple, easy button fix for a complicated problem. And you're not going to get simple when it involves me, no matter who I interact with. Either you can do what the hell it needs, is needed, or you can get the fuck out. I won't say that, it's too damn harsh. That means I'm getting too. The problem is when it involves autism of any sort, not just me. It's a lifelong thing. When you interact with me, you gotta change. You gotta adapt. Just like I gotta change and adapt to you. It's not a one-time thing and you're done. But everyone keeps on trying to find a simple solution, a specific problem, or a specific example for a complicated problem that's coming from multiple different sources and time periods. And that's the problem. I can see that disconnect where nobody else is. Goddamn fucking iPhone. And that's the problem. That's where the disconnect is, because I can see that disconnect, but nobody else is refusing to acknowledge that disconnect. Everybody is too busy looking for something specific rather than properly listening. And then they tell me they are listening when they're not. If people were listening, they wouldn't keep trying to find a singular thing. They would be properly hearing me and seeing how everything I say does actually connect together.